We're now going to turn the ceremonies over to our MC, Jim Sinkowitz, who will be emceeing our Legion of Honor in place of George this year.
Thank you. My pleasure. Darwin calls me and says, "You gonna take George Nye's place?" I said, "No, no, thanks. It's an honor for me to come out here and help with the program, the National Nostalgia Drag Racers, putting together the Legion of Honor. And, let me get right into the program for 2020. It gives us great pride to gather for the 17th consecutive year to present the annual Legion of Honor Awards to deserving members of the drag racing fraternity. The awards are presented annually by the National Nostalgia Drag Racing Association. Your membership in the NNDRA makes all this possible for us to continue to present these awards each year. Nominations are selected from recommendations by each recipient's peers. Each recipient receives their individual award at this event, and his or her name is placed upon a perpetual award that will be displayed at the Eastern Museum of Motor Racing, located in York Springs, Pennsylvania, and the drag racing section for perpetuity. There's no greater award than those bestowed upon you by your peers during an informal atmosphere and deep mutual respect. We request that all honorees remain for a group photo of the 2020 recipients at the end of the program. And we're also would like to do a group photo of all past year's recipients. So if you're here, please stay until the end. We'd like to get a photo of all this year's honorees. We're ready. We're ready.
Okay, Yvonne and Randy.
We're looking for Yvonne and Randy Davis. Where are they at? Here. Randy's kind of hiding in the back there. Come on.
Never.
Hi, Yvonne. While they're doing pictures, let me read this to you. Randy started going to York US 30 with his cousin back in the 70s. Back in the day, he was really interested in the spirit of car racing because his friend's father was Kenny Appler, who had Van May driving his number 76 sprint car at Lincoln Speedway. It wasn't until he saw Charlie Garrett's 33 Willys D-gas coupe in the newspaper one day that got him interested in drag racing. He started racing a 66 Old 442 for fun at US 30 in the mid-70s, almost weekly. He was also there when they ran the last event before they closed the track for good. Smile, Yvonne. Yvonne got interested in racing through her brother, who raced a 68 GTO and a 68 Corvette at the 7580 Dragway in Maryland. She also participated in a little street racing on her own. We won't mention that. Back in 78, his 74 Chevy Nova. Okay, because they both shared common interests, Yvonne and Randy actually met at the 81 in the car show at Cooper Motors in Hanover, PA, when he had his 46 Ford Coupe. When they got married in October of 82, they decided to have a street ride wedding and used the same car to ride to the reception. Randy always wanted a Willys coupe, and in 78 he was lucky enough to acquire Charlie Garrett's wrecked 33 Willys after a lengthy search. And after many years, almost 30 years, collecting bits and pieces, he and Yvonne were able to put it back together. Over the years, they attended all the York US 30 reunions while they were building the Willys. They were also able to pick up information about the car and photos from Dick Germer and talk to famous drivers like Ohio George and Dave Hallis and Porky Zartman and the whole S&S racing team. At the 2006 York reunion show, they saw an unveiling unveiling of a special Mustang, and it gave them the idea to unveil the Garrett 33 Woolies in 2007. Yes, it's a book. Charlie and Laverne have been joint owners of the Woolies, and the team members were present to pull the car cover. We were there. It was a special weekend for Charlie and Laverne. They hadn't seen their old car together for over 35 years. They were very blessed that year and brought home Best to Show with the restored Woolies. A couple of years later, they managed to find Charlie Garrett's original 39 Studebaker gasser called the Boss. With the help of Little John Fabrications and Charlie Garrett, they were able to bring the car back as it was in 1965, the original drag racing form. The Boss was unveiled in 2013 at the York US 30 reunion. They assembled the original Eliminator racing team for the unveiling and found that some of the guys hadn't seen each other for many years. That's what it's all about, get the guys together. Charlie was able to sit in his old car and cackle the 39 Studebaker for the first time in over 45 years at this show. It was also during the 2013 show that Randy surprised Yvonne and asked her to renew their wedding vows after 30 years. We're still 19, how could they unveiled the Studebaker and got the old Eliminator drag team together after 40 years and got married and won the Best of Show that year with the Boss. The 33 Woolies was one of the first drag cars to be displayed at the NNDRA Museum in Lattimore. We are pleased to present the Legion of Honor Awards to this most deserving couple for 2020. Congratulations, Yvonne and Randy.